do you feel in this space?
Hmm. Safe, comfortable.
And what do you see or feel around you?
It's like a womb, a wormhole that's very light and pastel, iridescent. If I focus inward, which is going through the portal or being in the portal, or I can focus outside of it like a window, and then I'll look and I see a star and my attention going to the stars. My attention is very fluid. It could be directed anywhere, really. But it's this comfort of staying within. It's a very feminine, nourishing environment.
Wonderful. Now that we're in this space, we are going to continue moving forward through time and space to the Akashic Records Library. On the count of three, you will find yourself standing in front of the Akashic Records Library. 1, 2, 3. Tell me
Hmm.
what you see.
Getting goosebumps. It's a marble. It's like the Pantheon or something in ancient Greece. It's outside. A very white, marbly building. That's it right now. Somehow I need to get inside. And it's almost like they're asking for some kind of secret code or permission to get in. I'm seeing a lot of codes, almost like Egyptian hieroglyphic, and it's saying we need part of Leah to cut. We need to go together somehow for Leah's permission to go in with me as your higher self or as your higher body. Asking for permission for that because somehow in this session too, they're saying you're gonna get initiated into something too.
Okay. Yeah. Then why don't I give permission and why don't you
Mm.
move to the area of the Akashic record that we're supposed to be receiving information in?
We're there. We're like little Egyptian girls, little neophytes. I'm seeing it from the outside. We're in like the mystery schools.
Yeah.
I'm on the right, you're on the left, holding hands, and we both walk up, palm on the marble wall. With my right hand in your left hand. We're a circuit. Okay, all these codes are coming up. We hold the wall, and the wall disappears. Oh God, this is weird. And then we jump. Okay, we're jumping into nothing. We just are holding hands. We jump like down the rabbit hole. Okay,
Hmm.
we're just flying. Oh, I'm getting a lot of goosebumps. Are you feeling anything physically now?
I would say I do feel sort of energetic waves.
Okay, yeah, because I'm getting little waves, and I'm even noticing my left hand is gripping, like I'm holding on to your, and we're jumping and we're giggling. We're just like little kids. Now, oh, wow, we're coming to a landing. It's sand. We're now in Egypt. We're standing on sand. And now we're coming to a smaller pyramid-esque thing. It's like going through Russian dolls. We had a big one. Now we're entering. We went through that. Now we're entering a smaller one that's stone. We're putting our hands up again. The wall disappears, and now we're in a room with a giant emerald. There's just this big emerald. There's something in history called the Emerald Tablet. So here we are. We're walking around and looking at this, and it's in the shape of a double pyramid, but there's no split in the middle. We're looking at it. We're looking at it. Our hands do really cool things. So what happens if we touch the emerald? Saying if you just pay attention to your hands right now or in your mind's eye, feel like you're touching this emerald. I'm gonna touch the emerald. What's happening for me is I'm touching it, it's opening up into an ocean, like looking into an ocean, and then I'm being transported on a ship in the ocean. You're still in that room and I'm on the ship. So this must be the Akashic Records. I'm just there on the ship and notice, and now there's a library on the ship. It's like a floating records, like the records of the ocean, which is interesting because the earth is made up so much of water. It's the Akashic Records of Atlantis. Okay, so that's where we're going. Now I'm there. The ship is going into this now time of Atlantis. I feel like I can look for a book or I need some.
Direction from here.
Right. And you're holding the space on land with this crystal thing, and I'm somehow in the ocean.
Okay. Is there a being that's already assisting us now?
There is the mermaid essence
Okay.
um, on the ship. It's like that energy of that portal, that womb. Very feminine, very wise, of the earth, but not of the earth. Like that incandescent kind of experience energy that's
Can-
like water, but it's like light at the same time.
oh, beautiful. Can we ask this being why we were called here?
It's coming as just saying, being guardians of the earth and sky. And why not the water? We're going back in time before there was so much water.
Oh,
Like a very fluidy kind of energy. But that's what it's like. Now you're the okay guardian. You're their guardian.
beautiful.
Yeah.
I'm wondering, how does the story of Atlantis relate to our purpose?
I'll just say what's coming out. It's of the original coding. That was where the original coding of our soul and evolution came from. And it's not all of humanity, it's just some of it. And this particular opening or the clarity is to feel familiarity with your roots, the originals. It's not the original, but we're getting closer to more of the source of the soul code, the oversoul code.
And what can we get an overview of the story of Atlantis and what happened?
This is very similar to what's happening now on the planet, that the fractal came out similar to a kind of evolutionary state, but Atlantis evolved much lighter. It was a higher state, and the powers became imbalanced, and it energetically was destroyed or cracked. Back at that fractal development, where the beings made the discovery that there is free will, and using that free will created a chasm within the energetics of universal force, how things actually work beyond the physical world. And the ripple of that, it's just rippling back into the fractal kind of what's going on now. But there's actually more hope or more potential to not go through the energetic crack. It's like yin and yang, where everything flows in a pattern, in a cycle, and through a timeline. And those timelines may not appear to be relevant now, but they still ripple across like a radio wave. The energy keeps moving in a particular direction. An infinity symbol, and how things come back out and whip around and go through the cycles until there is that zero point where consciousness is there's an awareness of this divine source and this divine will that we can bring and allow within us. And to match it, the blindness of a particular free will where there's a lot of fear and a lot of scarcity, which creates this mongering, creates this idea that there's not going to be enough. And the fear just blinds us to the source and the value of that. But it's all necessary to go through this course. It was really a message to take us back to a time where there was peace and beauty and much higher regenerative technology of energy. We really on Earth missed the ball on energy utilization. And it can heal, though, it can heal, but energetics must take its course. The energy is going to do whatever, it's just a natural way. And that actually part of this too is we can tap into those wisdoms, we can tap in through more channelings to get more information, to get more connection with those codes of the Atlantean source, because they're still rippling out. There is this space of initiation that it's not necessarily all for the public because they might not understand it, or not to add doubt to the equation in any way, of keeping it in a very pure light, because that's what the energy was like then. And it can't be seen, it can't be read or noticed if the approach coming to it is not in a pure intention. So it only can be seen with a very pure intention and alignment.
Yeah, and always happy to receive direction on whether something should be kept more private.